it would help, I guess, if I unmuted my mic. Blooper. Whoop. Okay, guys. Welcome back to another replay. Today we're looking at a replay of my game in the Stug 3 as of G. And as you can see, let's take a look at the teams. XVM is telling me I have a 37% chance to win this. And to be honest with you, I'm just going to let this replay play out. And we'll see what XVM says, shall we? Now, I know normally my webcam's over in the other corner. It's just, I wanted you guys to see the chat. And I have absolutely no understanding as to why. There we go. And as you can see, we've got a Panzer 4D with us. Stug 3B, a Keyhole and a Nashorn heading that way. Now, with such a low win percent chance, obviously XVM is telling me that the enemy are either A, aggressive, or B, know what they're doing. And so I'm in this nice little spot here, and all of a sudden I spot me a Panzer 4H. Take the first shot, miss. Second shot, miss. And the one thing about the poor Stug 3 is it doesn't have much ammunition, especially the G variant. Now, I am using Gnome Father's historical engine sounds. The guns for some reason aren't working, especially with the Stug, but they are working with other tanks. Now I spot an M7. I know the M7 can take damage, but I can't see his outline or his silhouette, so I don't try. And again, I'm realizing, wait, this is the main push. This is where the main push is at. And especially when I see the T-49 take out the Nishorn, I get one shot into him, second shot into him, and he manages just to escape. Just lost our other Stug 3 thanks to the M6, but the M6 is out in the open now, and so I put one into him, two into him, three into him, and he's just sitting there because he can't see me. Four into him, and then it all goes quiet. I've got no eyes. I can't see. I start to panic just a little bit, and all of a sudden, Marder 38T. I missed the Marder, but I hit the M8, finishing him off. There's the M6. Nail him in the tracks. Low rolled. Disappeared. Fired blind. And I get him. I'm now up to 2 kills. And now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a wild KV-1 appears to my left. I think, fudge! Oh, Shia LaBeouf. You know, I'm dead. Until I track him, set him on fire, and then the fire finishes him off. Now I'm up to 3 kills. And at this point, our French heavy is screaming, "I need more tanks on my side. I need more tanks on my side." And for some reason, it's not showing up in the replay where he's clicking the map like crazy. I think it's because I had him on ignore in the actual game after that. And so there we go. Their Panzer H is just destroyed our Panzer H, Panzer 4H. Their Matilda has destroyed our Matilda. We're now, look at the scores, it's 4-7. I'm thinking, the best I can do is probably defend the cap. And it's just me. Our Bishop is on 21 hit points. He's no good to anyone. There's a lot of tank destroyers still out there, and I know if I pop out, if I'm lit once, that SU-85 could get me. Now, I noticed that the Stug that was on my side of the map, he's now on the opposite side, which means he's doubled back all that way. Or he could have cut across, but I would have spotted him. But I didn't. So, you know. And now I'm thinking, well, the big pusher's on my side, so there's no one here now. Maybe they've gone around and I can't see them because of the hill and the house. So let's get the hill and the house around me. So I move around a little bit. Now I try not to knock down the buildings, and then, oh look, another enemy, full health, KV-1 appears. Kills our artillery, so I'm thinking, great, that's all I need now. Stop. Spot the KV-1. Bounce the first shot. Bounce the second shot. I'm screaming up and down, you know, F my life. But then I luckily hit him in the gas tank, and he's gone. Now that's 4 kills for me. Now I'm thinking maybe I've been lit up. Artillery, expect a splash, game over sort of thing. Nope, nothing. Our bishop tells the KV it was a stupid move. I don't agree with that. I believe that the KV-1 is a very aggressive tank. So hats off to that entire KV2 platoon there. They're from the Sato clan. Hats off to you, Sir Jailbait Lincoln, and to Ajap_890. Hats off to you. Now here I've switched over to HE. Now the reason why I switched over to HE, simply put, is I know that there's a Matilda now down south, and that's the only tank I can't penetrate with my HE. But the rest I can. Marder 38, T40, SU-85, T49, M48, the M41 artillery. Everything else there I can penetrate, and I know that the 2 Matildas are on the opposite side of the map. Now there's the T40. Let me just pause it quickly. Okay. There's the T40. Okay. And I'm thinking, okay, why is the thinking that the T40 had obviously swung back around to defend the push from the Matildas. So I'm thinking, well, where's that T40 Type 49? Where's that Marder 38T? Not taking any shots. Now, because again, normally I'm expecting them to be cresting on this ridge using the shrubbery for protection, especially at this point. And the only thing I could think of was angle, which is what you're seeing me do. Now, it was a bit stupid of me to knock this tree over. I shouldn't have done that. There, boom. The T-49 is on the opposite side of the valley. I'm thinking, great, I can get some shots into him. Until, oh, Shia LaBeouf, right in front of me, the Marder 38T. Thinking, close the gap, 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 close the gap. Wait a minute. His gun's not pointing at me. He's AFK. He's AFK. HE shell right into the back of him. One more. He's done. Then, all of a sudden, the Type 49 just disappeared. The T-49 disappears. I'm thinking, crap, what do I do? So I fire one blind in his last known position, and I get him. My 6th kill. There's my Top Gun. Now I've got to get out of there. I have got to get out of there, because I know I was lit up because the T-49 had turned around to look at me. Artie tries to splash me. Now I'm thinking, crap, I am outnumbered, I'm alone, I'm by myself. What am I going to do? I try zigzagging a little bit here in a few, in case artillery's trying to get a bead on me. Again, I really shouldn't knock down that fence post. Now, WildStang83, thank you for your kind comments on congratulating me for the Top Gun. Thank you very much. Big shout out to you and your clan. And so I'm thinking defensive. I've got to be defensive. Until I realized, look at my ammo loadout. I'm almost completely out. I literally have nothing left. And I know at a distance, with an angled Matilda, my regular rounds, and in to some lesser degree, my premium rounds won't penetrate a Matilda. But I figured, let's see this through to the end, shall we? So I go right back to my little campy bush, as some people call it. And then I could finally get some area where I can say thank you to him. And now the waiting game begins. Now normally people like Quickie Baby or Jingles would speed this up, but I'm not going to, because now there's a lull in the combat. This is where it's the most dangerous, when there's a lull, simply because you're thinking, what are they thinking? They're thinking, what is he thinking? You're trying to get into each other's shoes, or tracks in this case. And I'm thinking to myself, if they're, because, and I'm going to pause it here quickly, because the last known positions for the T40 was down south. The last known 2 positions for the Matildas was down south. So I'm thinking it could be a huge southern push. Or they could be doubling back right now, cutting through the swamp, right up the 6th line, and trying to flank me. It's a 50-50 gamble. I could try and crest the ridge over at D0, try and get eyes, and hopefully not get hit with that artillery. And that M41 artillery will kill me in one shot. I mean, gone, brown bread, one shot. So there's lots of things going through my mind at this time. But I thought to myself, no. I'm in a tank destroyer. I need stealth. I need to stay hidden. I am an ambush. I am the coiled cobra waiting for my prey to come within my strike distance. Hence my name, Deceptive Cobra. And that's exactly what I do. I sit here, I wait. I drive forward a little bit, thinking that's where the push is going to come. Being careful, mind you, not to knock down the trees. And oh, Shia LaBeouf, right there, T40. My first HE bounces. Second HE does not. Now, this T40, I have no idea what he was doing. I roll forward to get a better shot. Finish him off. And now the first thing that's rolling through my mind is get the hell out of there. Because artillery's definitely spotted me. Time to go. Time to run. Yeah. And out of nowhere, splash. But did you see that? Did you see that extra explosion right there? Which means the Matildas are over there, or maybe just by that crest ridge. They're closer than I thought. 7 kills now. What do I do? What do I do? And I'm thinking, crap. Maybe they're over here. And that was the first thought that ran through my mind, was maybe they're up on that ridge. Because that shot that went off, clearly, when it splashed, may have come from this direction, but I would have spotted them. The Matilda's not exactly a stealthy tank. I would have spotted them, but I didn't. So I continue on, using the bush for cover, thinking that they are still in this mountain, in this little gully area, maybe using some dead tanks for cover from counterfire. And then I thought to myself, no. If both the Matildas are still down south, if the shots came at me from down south, there is absolutely nothing protecting their artillery. And even if both those Matildas at this point in time decided to charge me, I couldn't defeat both of them. I just don't have the ammunition. But there is one thing I can do. I can go on the offensive now. And so that's exactly what I do. I try to avoid knocking down anything that will give that artillery any kind of hint that I'm coming for him. Now, and that's another thing. I'm thinking that artillery, in order to get shots on me, may be over here, where they normally park up next to tank destroyers. He ain't there. That's all I need to say right now. He ain't there. But I'm being careful. I'm keeping undulations to my left, where I know the enemy may even get a random shot. I've loaded HE. I've got 2 HE shells left. Bear in mind, guys, I'm running low on ammunition. Extremely low. Trying to keep the undulations between me and the last known positions of the Matildas. And then out of nowhere... oh, wild M41. And literally at this moment, I was like, Fruit Loops. And I zoom in, I get one shot in him. I start jogging back and forward, get a second shot, and I'm like, please, just kill him. Last round AP, finish him off. I finally get rid of him. I'm now down to 1 AP round and 5 premium. That is nowhere near enough to kill 2 Matildas. If it took 6, 7, 8 shots to take out an M6, it's not enough to kill Matildas. So I'm thinking, what can I do? Can I come around, flank them? Go out fighting? No, they're slow. They are slow, and that's the point. That's the point where I decide to cap. Now, a lot of you people are thinking, why cap? I've got 8 kills, 2,739 damage. Why cap? Well, those Matildas are platooned. At least I believe they're platooned. Oh, no, they're not. But the point is, I didn't know that at the time. I assumed that they were platooned. I assumed that they were talking. I assumed that they were communicating. And they was. And their last known positions were right here. Well, here. But as before, when I was over here and I was taking shots, that tells me that they're about here. Maybe even here. I'm over here now. They've got to travel a long distance to get me. Maybe too long? Who knows? I don't have the ammunition. I've got the speed though. So I figured, I'll cap. What the heck? Saw this great big crater. I'm a low profile tank destroyer. Let's hide. Let's hide. Let's just hide. So I did. And I positioned myself. Now, the reason why I put myself in this position is so that I can spot anything coming at me. So I can at least defend myself. Maybe even angle myself enough that I may bounce a shot. Who knows? And so here I am. Starting the cap. Thinking to myself, where are they coming? Are they coming right ahead of me? Exactly, as you can see, I'm pre-aimed. And as the Nagasashi says, one of the Matildas, a turtle chasing a rabbit. My answer was just laugh out loud. And he even congratulated me with a GG. Why? Because... and it was all I could do, as I said. Because he knows that he doesn't have the speed to get to me. I'm now almost at 50%. We're not going to make it. Exactly. There's a minute left into the game. A minute. And I told the guy I was running low on ammunition. That's not a lie. As you guys can see right here, I have 5 premium rounds left. I have 1 AP round left. I'm almost completely out of ammunition. And all I can do is hope and pray that they're not going to get to me in time. It's all I could do. And so I'm sitting here panicking. What way they coming? What way they coming? Are they coming? They might not be coming. They may have just said, fudge it, let him have the win. He's earned it. 8 kills. 92%, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. And right there, when I saw this Matilda roll up Nagasaki, when I saw him roll up, I was like, oh god, I'm so dead. He's just going to hit me once and reset the cap. Because you forget, even once your cap reaches 100%, the enemy have 3 seconds to respond. 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000. He didn't spot me. He was that close and he didn't spot me because of the crater. What a game. I was totally stoked with this game. Totally stoked. And so I'm now going to show you the screenshots of what actually happened. And yeah, guys, I honestly hope you enjoy it from what you're going to see. And I was just totally blown away. Totally blown away by it. So enjoy the slides. And as always, guys, keep your shells flying, keep your enemies dying. Cobra Commander is out. And as you can see, guys, from the picture slides, just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right there, guys. Mastery badge, sniper, 45,000 Komalovs, Radley Walters, Top Gun. Oh my god, there were so many badges that I got. I even got a special one just for sniping. And guys, this replay is pretty much something for the... You got to understand, XVM is only a tool. And a tool is only as good as the mechanic using it. Okay, guys? Just because XVM told me a 37% chance, I didn't YOLO it. I didn't go out into the nearest open body water and die. But guys, enjoy. I'm going to turn my camera off. And I am going to let you in. Just read it. If you want, you can just pause it. But there you go, guys. And as always, keep your shells flying. Keep your enemies dying. Cobra Commander is out.